different types of polyphase rectifier circuit. First, 3-phase half wave. Second, 3-phase full wave. Third, 6-phase half wave. Fourth, 3-phase half wave with double star interface transformer. First, let me see the 3-phase half wave rectifier. First, the circuit diagram. As shown in this figure, the delta star type transformer is used. That means the primary winding of this transformer is connected in delta, while the secondary winding of this transformer is connected in star. So here you can see the neutral point is available in the star point. So due to this reason, the secondary winding of this transformer is connected in the star. Now 3-phase AC supply is applied to the primary winding, and the secondary winding terminals is connected to the anode of the diodes. Here you can see the R terminal is connected to the diode D1, Y terminal is connected to the diode D2, and B terminal is connected to the diode D3. Now all the cathodes of these three diodes are connected together, which becomes a positive terminal for the DC supply. Now the neutral wire of this star connected winding is a negative terminal of the DC supply. Now this is the circuit diagram. Let me see the working principle. Now here you can see in this type of rectifier more than one diode becomes positive, but the maximum positive voltage is available at any diode it will turn on, and it conducts the current. It is most important. Now at point A you can see the value of A phase or R phase is 0, and the value of Y phase or B phase is negative, and the value of B phase or C phase is positive. So due to this, the diode D3, as a result, diode D3 conducts, and the current flows through. Here you can see from B to D3, then load resistance RL, and then neutral point of the star connected secondary winding. Now at point B, here you can see the phase of Y phase or B phase is still negative, but here you can see the voltage of this B phase is less than this A phase or R phase. That means the voltage of this R phase or A phase is positive with respect to this B phase voltage. So as a result, diode D1 is conducted, and current flow from R to D1 to RL, then end point of the star connected winding. Now here at point C you can see the voltage of this B phase or this C phase is negative, but the voltage of this Y phase or B phase is positive with respect to voltage of R phase or A phase. So due to this diode, as a result, the diode D2 conducts, and the current flows from Y terminal to D2 to RL, then N terminal. Similarly, at point D, here you can see the value of R phase or A phase is negative, but the value of this B phase or C phase is positive with respect to voltage of Y phase or B phase. So during this condition, diode D3 is conducted, and still currents flow from B to D3, then RL and the neutral terminal of the secondary winding. Now, most important thing, so here you can see there are 3 diodes which are conducted or which are conducts in proper sequence: D3, D1, D2, D3, D1, D2. And you can also say the conduction angle for the particular diode is 120 degree. That means each and every diode conduct for 120 degree. Here you can see the output voltage of the 3-phase half-wave rectifier. Now let me see the salient feature of this half-wave rectifier. So already we have seen only one diode conduct at any time, and second, each diode conduct for 120 degree, and the currents flows in the circuit only during the positive half cycle. That's why it is called half-wave rectifier. Now the magnitude of ripple, that means the ripple AC components presence in the DC output, is less in compared to single phase rectifier. Here the value of ripple factor is 70%, and the ripple frequency is 3f, where f it is nothing but the supply frequency. Now the rectification efficiency of the half-wave rectifier is nearly about 96.8%. Now the average value, the EDC is equal to 1.17 E. Now peak inverse voltage, it is nothing but √3 EM. EM it is nothing but the maximum value of voltage during the cycle. So is equal to 2.09 EDC. Now the current flows only in one direction in the secondary windings of the transformer, which occurs DC saturation. So due to this reason, to eliminate this problem, the big size of core is required. 12. The average value of this diode is IDC divided by 3. Second, in this rectifier, the secondary winding of transformer must be connected in this star. It must be required because these star points works or becomes a negative terminal of the DC output. So if the secondary winding is connected in the delta, suppose, that means there is no neutral point is available for the neutral path.